Alright guys, so today I'm going to be sharing with you the haul of stuff that I won at the last auction footage you saw. So this would be from what I will call the Christmas house. So Eric and I went to this auction. It was actually on site. Typically these auctions that we go to are just kind of in like fire halls and things like that. So it was nice to actually just go out somewhere new kind of thing, like new scenery type of thing. So there were two auctioneers that day, and unfortunately, while we were up in the Christmas room, because there was an auctioneer specifically for the Christmas room because there was that much Christmas stuff, so we were missing stuff that was happening outside, like stuff from the rest of the stuff from the house kind of thing. And I needed Eric with me because as I was winning stuff, I was like passing it to him. He was going over into the next room, which was a bedroom, and wrapping everything and putting it back in the boxes and things like that. So he wasn't able to, you know, go down and bid on anything else within the house that, you know, was coming up for bid. So I did win a lot of stuff up in the Christmas room, and I was really happy with what I did win. So I'm going to share with you everything that I currently have listed. There are a couple of things from this particular auction that I won, but it's not listed yet, so I don't have it currently ready to show in this haul. And a lot of it is like more than one piece, so I only have like one or two pieces with me to show here on camera because I'd be here all day if I was like showing you like every single piece to a nativity set or, you know, along those lines. So we're just gonna go with what I have and go from there. So one of the things that I won actually already sold, so that's amazing. So how they were doing it in the Christmas room, there were so many of us packed in there. There were a lot of people who wanted to bid on the Christmas stuff. So you saw, if you saw the footage, there was a lot of bookcases, and what they were doing was they were going by shelf. So if there was like, say, a nativity set on the shelf, obviously all the nativity set pieces went together. But as far as like all the ornaments and things like that, they were going piece by piece. So if you won, they would start on one shelf. So say you won the bid at $2. You could pick one thing off of that shelf for $2, or you could take as many things as you wanted off that shelf at $2 a piece. So that's how they were doing it. It was going pretty quickly, and I was happy with the prices that I was paying on most of the stuff. Now, a lot of it was Hallmark items, and typically when you say the word Hallmark ornaments, people kind of cringe, like, ugh. A lot of Hallmark ornaments are completely and utterly not desirable. They don't really sell very well at all, but there are some Hallmark ornaments that sell for a lot of money. Now, I didn't have the time to research every single ornament in that room. That would have taken me like my whole entire lifetime, but I did do some research beforehand. Now, this item in particular, and I will pop it up over here so you can see. This one is a Hallmark Santas of the World Christmas ornament for Sweden. Now, I paid, well, before I get to that, crap, I didn't write what it sold for, $89. So I sold this ornament for $89.99 just for one ornament. So when I won the bid on that shelf, what did I pay? I paid $26. I bought with my bid every single one of the Santas from around the world Christmas, Hallmark Christmas ornaments. When I was doing my research, I was noticing that when grouped in a lot, like if I were to sell all of the Santas together in a lot, I felt like I could make a pretty good profit off of it. So when I went to sit down and list those ornaments, I was like, you know what? I'm going to look up each one of these ornaments individually just to make sure there isn't one standout piece that I have that might be worth some money. Lo and behold, the Sweden Santa Claus. When I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. I actually like got a really good ornament. So I did list that one separately, and as of right now, I don't have the rest of the Santas from Around the World Christmas ornaments listed. I still plan on going back through because there were a couple that were still selling around like the 20-ish area, which isn't bad, but I still think I'm going to sell the rest as a lot. I just haven't quite decided yet. So that was a really good Hallmark ornament. So if you ever see the Sweden Santa Claus, Santa from Around the World, definitely pick that up. Was a nativity set. I did win a couple nativity sets. So I have just 2 pieces from this set here to show you. There are more to this set than just these pieces, but I didn't want to have to sit here and go through every single piece. But these are by Delft. They're marked on the inside. Delft Holland, USA, hand painted. So really nice nativity scene set. Absolutely beautiful. And I won that nativity set for $19, which less than $20 for a Delft nativity set. I thought that was a really good deal. I don't know if other people realized exactly who it was made by. I mean, all you had to do was pick it up and look inside, but you know, some people see stuff like that and they just, you know, aren't really drawn to it type of thing. So anyway, I listed this nativity set kind of high. I listed it at $99.99 on auction. I've seen similar ones, but I don't know if I saw that one specifically. I did see one that was made by Kurt Adler for Delft, I guess, but it wasn't the same nativity set. But it did seem like a lot of those were selling high. So we're gonna see. That's just what I listed at. If it doesn't get any bids, I will relist probably at that same price and then, you know, accept offers if need be. But Christmas isn't quite here yet, so I don't mind hanging on to it for a little bit, just until, you know, some people are getting more into the Christmas groove here. All right, so next thing, and I will, again, insert a picture of the listing for this. I won a Hallmark Carousel. So this thing, it lights up, it plays music. I was under the impression that it might move and the animals go up and down, but that's not the case. That's not, it never had an intended purpose of that. Its intended purpose is only to light up and make music. So the carousel itself came with 2 animals, and then there were a couple of other animals. So they sold, you know, the whole carousel and the animals that went with them together, so as to not break it apart kind of thing. So I won the carousel at a price of $32, which I thought was a really good deal. Now, I listed these all together, the carousel and all the animals, for a buy it now of $249.99. I know that seems high, but this is a very kind of desirable set, and there is one ornament or one piece within that carousel that is very desirable, and that is this one here. This is called the Proud Giraffe. So if you would ever see this one specifically, it'll say carousel ride because it's for the carousel. So this giraffe piece just by itself is selling for like $80. So I could have just sold this piece separately, but I really didn't want to break apart that carousel since I had the carousel and everything. That way, if someone really wants to, you know, have the whole set, then, you know, they have the chance to do so. So we'll see how that goes. I priced mine a little lower than other ones that I saw listed that included the giraffe with them, because not all of the carousel sets had the giraffe included. I got this Hallmark Christmas tree display. It's called an ornament presenter. So there are hooks and it was never used. There's hooks like taped underneath of here that you can push into the bottom to hang like really small ornaments. So it's just a nice little thing, like if you have a collection of small ornaments or just little figures in general. It's kind of like a 3-tiered wooden Christmas tree to display them on. So I won this for just $2, and I listed it at $29.99. So it does seem like the display pieces that Hallmark makes to display their ornaments and little figures and stuff like that, you know, people do look for those specifically. I did win a Mr. Christmas item. So this one is called Bells of Christmas. There are these brass bells. They light up and twinkle. It plays 21 different Christmas carols, little tunes. It's the tune, not like someone singing or anything like that. So we did test it, and it does work. I paid $10 for this, and I listed it up as a buy it now for $49.99. So you guys all know, especially after the last Mr. Christmas item that I sold, Mr. Christmas stuff, some of it does sell really well. So this I don't think is too bad for what I paid for it. All right, another Hallmark kind of presentation type display piece was this Merry Christmas ornament tree. Now you have to be careful. This one is from 2013. This is the one that is worth a lot more than some of the others that, you know, kind of look like this one. So you have to keep an eye on the date that it was made. So the 2013 one is the one you'll want to get. So I paid $11 for this tree. It is brand new. I'll include a picture of what it looks like outside of the box. This is still sealed inside. It still has like everything tied down. So it definitely was never actually used. And this I have listed for $139.99. This one sells for a lot. People really want this one specifically. So, and I do typically price mine slightly cheaper than what other people have theirs listed for. So you can imagine when you hear my price, typically when you go, if you would go and look, you'll see other people selling for higher than my prices. All right, so next thing was, I wanted off of the shelf a whole collection of what they called Mary's Angels ornaments. So this again was another set that I thought, you know, if I can get a whole lot of them and sell them all as a large lot, then I'll probably make a decent price off of them. So these are called Mary's Angels. I just have one of them here so you can see. This one actually you can make it so the little lamp post lights up. I spent $13 on all of the Mary's Angels ornaments that I picked up, and there was quite a bit of them. I can't remember off the top of my head how many of them I have listed in the lot that I have listed, but I do have them listed on auction with a starting price of $89.99. So again, if that doesn't get any bids, I'll relist as a buy it now for that price and see if it goes by Christmas time, and if not, then you know, I'll start coming down on the price. Now with those Mary's Angels, I also took these two boxes, and these I did list separately because these ones are more desirable. There's one more that's supposed to be in a set of this, I believe it's Mary and Joseph that's missing. But these sets are desirable. So I listed these separately, and I paid $2 for these, $1 a box. Because they weren't on the same shelf as the other Mary's Angels. I don't know why, but regardless, I only paid $1 a piece for them, and I have them listed up as a buy it now for $59.99. So that was still a really good deal on those. So I'm telling you guys, if you see Hallmark ornaments, don't just snub your nose at them. Look them up first. I mean, 9 times out of 10, it won't be worth anything, but you may stumble upon that one that, you know, everyone else is like snubbing their nose at because it's a Hallmark ornament and it might be worth a lot of money. All right, so I got another nativity set. These are actually by Avon. They are called the Heavenly Blessings Nativity Collection. And these all came with their boxes. I will show you this one piece. And then I'll put up a picture of the rest so you can see. But they're really cute. They're made of like a bisque kind of porcelain. And it's the whole complete nativity set. Very, very cute. And it even comes with a stable and everything. So I paid, what did I pay for this? I paid 50 cents for this entire nativity set. Nobody wanted it, probably because it's Avon, but it still sells for a decent price. I have it listed as a buy it now for $89.99. I've seen other ones listed, but none of them also have the stable. So I don't know, for 50 cents, I'm not gonna say no to that regardless if they're Avon or not, because it's a really, really cute set. So this piece was randomly with something that I won. I'm not quite sure what it was, but I decided to list it. I don't think it's really anything. It is German. It says it's made in Germany by Krebs Sun there on the back, but I just don't think it's really worth a whole lot. It is glass. It's just like a large green glass ornament. So I put this up as a buy it now for $19.99. I don't know if it'll sell or not, but I figured I might as well try since it came with some other stuff that I won. So after Eric and I were done up in the Christmas room, he went out to the carriage house because there was one thing that I was kind of interested in. And it was for a bunch of this, it's called rug yarn, but it says you can use it for other crafts as well, not just to make rugs, but they're by Aunt Lydia's. There's a tons of these skeins, different colors, all new still. He won those at just $1. $1 is all we paid. Nobody wanted them. So I did list up all of the Aunt Lydia ones together. I put them up as a buy it now for $99.99. I saw other lots with, I think, even less than as many as I have, sell for very high prices. So I don't know if mine will sell for that price or not. I mean, I'm sure it probably depends on colors and, you know, how many of each color people are looking for and that type of thing. So, but there are lots and lots of colors that were in those boxes, but $1 for that. Then Eric stumbled upon a box that had a Charleston Sweetgrass basket in. Nobody wanted the box. He like couldn't believe that he just randomly seen it. I don't know how we missed it. But nobody wanted the box. It was in a box with like drinking glasses and just random kind of junk stuff. 50 cents he paid for it, and it's really pretty. It's just a small basket. It's not large at all. It has a really nice handle. It is signed by the lady who made the basket. Her name is Catherine Dingle. Charleston Sweetgrass Baskets. The little sprig here looks like it's missing a couple little nubs there, but 50 cents for this basket, not gonna say no to that. I did put it up as an auction with a starting price of $29.99. I don't know if this one will be as desirable as that other one that I sold, just based off, I guess, probably who made the basket and the size and that kind of thing. So, but again, for 50 cents, not gonna say no to that. So while he was in the carriage house, I was outside. I did bid on some of the stuff after we were done in the Christmas room. I did bid on that pickle caster, which I did not win because it sold for a very large amount. I don't even remember how high it went, but way more than what I was comfortable purchasing it at for resale. And then I bid on a couple other things, but I wasn't winning like anything outside. Stuff was going really, really high. So then the week after that, we also went to an auction, and we didn't win a whole lot of stuff. I didn't even film because I don't think we were expecting to even really go, because there wasn't a whole lot of stuff we were even really super interested in. But I will share with you one of the things we won. There's a couple other things, and they'll be in another auction haul. But I did win 7 of these drinking glasses. They have this like white frosted look to them with this gold. I'm pretty sure that's a phoenix bird. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it is. At the time, I couldn't read who these were made by, but the brand is actually Fred Press is the brand on these. There were 7 of them. I think they're really pretty. They definitely have that mid-century modern look that people kind of go crazy for right now. I paid just $2 for the whole set of 7 glasses, and other glasses by this company, Fred Press, sell really, really high, and I didn't see any with this phoenix bird. So I have high hopes for them. We'll see. I put them up on auction with a starting price of $59.99. So we'll see if they go any higher than that. There are a lot of Fred Press glasses that have sold for way more than that. So I guess it just depends, you know, on the print and that kind of thing. But like I said, I didn't see any of those glasses listed, sold. I checked Terapeak. No, I've never seen any other ones. So I'm hoping maybe they're like really rare and someone has been trying to find them. So we'll see if they go or not. And then the last thing, this is the last thing that I have to share with you. This came from another auction, and you will see that auction footage as the next auction footage. I won a bunch of box lots there that had some really nice pieces in. I debated on listing this. I wasn't quite sure if I was going to or not. It's this really pretty blue glass decanter. It does have a stopper. I was going to throw the stopper away because there is damage to it. There is a chip out of the stopper here. So I was going to pitch it and then just sell this piece, because you could easily just use this piece as like a vase or something like that, not even as a decanter. But just in case whoever wins it really wants the stopper, especially if you're just displaying, if you have it sitting where the break, gosh, I can't even find it. It is hard to see. But if you are just displaying it and you have it as like the break not facing forward, you really wouldn't even notice it. But just a very, very pretty blue glass decanter. I thought it was gorgeous, and there was a bunch of nice stuff on that flat, so I can't wait to share the rest of it with you guys and get that stuff listed. So that particular piece, I have on auction with a starting price of $19.99. So if it doesn't sell, I'll just relist at that price and come down as needed. But that is everything for this auction haul. Like I said, there are a couple more pieces of Christmas items that I did win that will be in another auction haul. I've been I've been busy, but I'm kind of behind on editing my videos. So I'm trying to get my videos edited, and I'm trying to get my stuff listed, and yeah, finding the time to do that can be a little tricky sometimes. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. You'll have to let me know what you thought down in the comments, and I will see you next time.